bringing you the news as it is.
On the highlight of this hour, Federal Fire Service raises alarm over fake advertisement. National Board for Technical Education unveils online programs for HND conversion to BSc in 1 year. Plus, Abia State government bans Okada in Aba Umahia metropolis. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us on the news at 3. I am Ubilijit Yara. Do you love and care about Rstv State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. Rstv State Governor Simini Alaifubara has assured that road building company Setraco will continue to handle the Omokwe-Gbema Road Dualization project and deliver a world standard job to serve the people's economic and social needs. Governor Fubara gave the assurance at a meeting with the Oba of Obaland, Mwachuku Nnam Obi, chiefs of Egbema community and other stakeholders from Oba Egbema Ndone local government area at Government House in Port Harcourt. Tamuno Barabi Bulubo takes it from here.
The meeting was necessitated by a protest letter Governor Fubara said was written to him by a legal firm asking that Setraco Nigeria Limited be stopped from further handling of the road. Governor Fubara said the reasons for such letter has not been fully explained, but no community can stop any development project cited in their area by the government. The governor warned against any sabotage of the project that has lingered for over 10 years and urged the community to support the contractor so that a total reconstruction work can be done on the road.
Plan stopped the contractor, and that is why I got involved. But from your explanation, it is not a problem that cannot be resolved. I will expect the Commissioner for Works to get in touch with the contractor and liaise with the community or the client so that that project will commence immediately. It will be bad when the Ahuda side gets to Omok and the Omok to Egbema is not properly done. So they will destroy it at once. I'm telling you that as I'm talking to you, contractor, am I lying? I've paid 5.2 for a contract that we awarded them for 7.5. So you can see that we are committed to make sure that this job is done. So please, I don't want sabotage. If you like to sabotage yourself, don't sabotage my own administration. So Setraco has been awarded that job. We are not going out of that particular agreement about taking that this is the agreement that you have with me, that they are going to give their best. If they are not giving their best, they hold me responsible. Setraco, the job is not for you to patch, it's for you to do a fresh job.
Former chairman of the River State Waste Management Agency, Rwama, Felix Hubwa, said youths of Egbema community noticed that instead of a total reconstruction work, the contractor was merely doing remedial work, and they demanded to know what exactly the contract entails. Oba of Obaland, Mwachuku Nnam said while the people will continue to embrace development and support Fubara's government, he appealed that the contractor be told to deliver a standard road for them. Tamuno Barabi Iblubo, Rstv News.
Certain names are given to children by their parents, relatives, and sometimes themselves because of past experiences and to create room for God's intervention in their lives and circumstances. God's panel evaluates the negative and positive impact of names people bear and the need for parents to adopt godly names for their children. His report is presented from our studios.
God created man, Adam, and made the woman from his rib and called her Eve to be in charge of the beautiful garden of Eden. And both are the forebears of all humans who have multiplied globally with stories to tell about the impact of their names on their lives. Scripturally, some characters' names were changed and life became different for them. Examples of such were Abram, who was named Abraham. Saul became Paul, and Jacob was changed to Israel. On the other hand, some characters like Isaac, Jabez, and Benoni were given names according to the circumstances surrounding their birth, as recorded in Genesis chapter 17 verse 19, 1 Chronicles chapter 4 verse 9 to 10, and Genesis 35 verse 18. In the present day, individuals change their names, swearing affidavits to put a seal to it because of what they had gone through as a result of the names they bore. Respondents, including ministers of God, have something to take home.
Names affect people. So when we are considering giving our children name, even what we have, even our pets, when we consider giving them names, we should put into consideration. The name he bear will also go a long way to tell us how he will behave. Nobody will want to call him his son Lucifer.
We can see that name has effect on the life of an individual. Like when the wife of Nabal told David, you know now my husband, his name is Nabal, talking about foolishness, so he will act in line with his name. So name, to an extent, influences an individual.
I was bearing Linda, and I found out that Linda, the meaning of Linda means pretty serpent. And then whenever I sleep, I used to have a particular bad dream. And when I asked questions, I found out that the name is affecting me. I had to change it to Lillian. And the meaning of Lillian is the oath of God. And since then, I changed the name. I've never experienced such bad dreams again.
And my native name is Tamuno Priye, which is also God's gift. And whenever I speak, whenever I'm in any challenge, and I tell myself I am God's gift to mankind, I am God's gift to the world, it opens way. I also know a friend whose name is Ijeoma. That name works wonders for her.
Are there negative influences associated with the bearing of certain names? Senior Pastor Stephen Amadi and Pastor Prince Thompson provide the answers.
Our forefathers, if they have enmity with their friends or anybody, they will use their child, naming their child as a way of attacking the person. And to an extent, that name is like a load that the child is carrying, kind of enmity that the child don't even know. When you want to give your child a name, give your child a name that will project goodness, that will also honor God.
My relatives can give names to my child or to any child in the family because of the relationship. It is important that the father of the child or the parents of the child, especially the father, who understand the importance of name, call them to order. It's not that what you did is wrong, but for the purpose of the destiny of this child, we are trying to secure the destiny of this child through the name. This name you gave is good, but the meaning is not okay.
Parents and relatives are advised to stop the habit of giving children names that could shut doors of favor and breakthroughs, no matter their cultural inclinations. God's Power Anele, Rstv News.
The National Board for Technical Education, NBTE, has unveiled an online top-up program for higher national diploma holders to convert their certification to bachelor's degree through online top-up for 1 year with foreign accredited universities. The board, who disclosed this in a statement by its head of media unit, Fatima Abubakar, in Abuja, said this was also to facilitate the progression of HND holders to higher degrees. Abubakar added that another challenge facing many polytechnic HND graduates was mobilization for the National Youth Service Corps. According to her, many are admitted into non-accredited programs, and after the HND, they are not mobilized for the NYSC. She further said that the absence of legal backing necessitated the board to find ways of enhancing the standing of HND holders, adding that this must be done because the HND holders in reality hold the key to Nigeria's industrialization and key skills for delivery of needed infrastructure in the country. Federal Fire Service of Nigeria has raised alarm over certain individuals engaging in fraudulent activities by falsely advertising job vacancies within the service. Federal Fire Service spokesperson Abraham Paul said this in a statement while reacting to a job advertisement described as fake, which informed the public that online application for the 2023 Federal Fire Service recruitment has started. Paul, who said the advertisement were not authorized by the Federal Fire Service, added that the Federal Fire Service does not charge any fee for recruitment process, and any request for financial contributions in exchange for employment within the organization is illegitimate. The Fire Service emphasized that official job vacancies are exclusively advertised through recognized channels, including official websites, reputable national print and electronic media platforms, and authorized recruitment agencies. He advised aspiring applicants to exercise caution and verify the legitimacy of any advertised position by cross-checking with the Fire Service official channels. Abia State's Governor Alex Oti has directed the ban on the operation of commercial motorcyclists, better known as Okada, within the Umuahia and Aba metropolis. According to Governor Oti's Chief Press Secretary, Kazie Uko, this directive takes effect immediately. He said any motorcycle seen on the streets of Umuahia and Aba townships being used for such purpose will be impounded by the security agencies. You're still watching the news at 3. Do you love and care about Rstv State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. Right after the break, 9 die, dozens trapped in Indian temple collapse. Details of this and more when we return. Please stay.
I miss them.
Well, they should be on their way by now.
Will it feel like it used to? With everyone so busy these days.
It will be fine.
Suddenly, she passes right.
Look at line up. Single file.
Grandpa, what was Grandma like?
She always found ways to bring us all together.
Devon Kings, taste that brings us all together.
The rains are here, and the Rivers State government is advising residents of the 12 local government areas in the state captured in the seasonal climate prediction by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency NIMET as places likely to suffer flooding to take precautions. The expected more than normal rainfall could happen anytime. Therefore, residents of Abua Odwal, Ahoda East, Ahoda West, Akukutoro, Andoni, Emoha, Ikwere, Ogbaibumandoni, Okrika, Oyibo, and Opobonkoro local government areas are hereby advised individually and collectively to begin the cleaning of their environment. They should open up and clean their gutters to enable normal flow of water. Be prepared to move to higher ground when they see tidal water overflowing riverbanks into their various communities to avoid death and mitigate loss of property. The state government is also calling on all flood management committees in those local governments to immediately mount surveillance to watch out and notice any overflow of water over riverbanks. They should assess the magnitude of such overflowing water, provide accurate information that will sensitize the people adequately on what to do, while also working with council chairmen, traditional rulers, and all opinion leaders in order to strengthen the response capabilities of communities. Such committees should work out modalities that will cushion the effect of the flood disaster on residents. The unprecedented flood disaster in 2022 had served as an eye-opener. Thus, the state government is taking proactive steps and intensifying inter-agency collaboration that will forestall any negative impact.
This blessing be yours, forever to keep a calm and peaceful sleep.
Removes mosquitoes so you can sleep a calm and peaceful sleep. Good night, Electric.
I miss them.
Well, they should be on their way by now.
Will it feel like it used to? With everyone so busy these days.
It will be fine.
Suddenly, she passes right.
Look at line up. Single file.
Grandpa, what was Grandma like?
She always found ways to bring us all together.
Devon Kings, taste that brings us all together.
TerraQ, unwrap joy, unleash taste.
I miss them.
Well, they should be on their way by now.
Will it feel like it used to? With everyone so busy these days.
It will be fine.
Suddenly, she passes right.
Clear lineup. Single file.
Grandpa, what was Grandma like?
She always found ways to bring us all together.
Devon King's taste that brings us all together.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
You're welcome back to the news at 3. Now to the rest of our report. Firefighters and emergency crews are responding to a wildfire on the outskirts of Tangier that broke out in the Melat forest and spread towards homes in the northwest of Tangier. Reports say Canadair CL-415 planes are being used to put out the fires, including firefighting personnel, auxiliary forces, and as the authorities' agents were also called upon in the field, while volunteers are also trying to help experts deployed. Member of the Observatory for the Protection of the Environment, Saud Abdel Malik, said the circumstances of an outbreak of the fire are unknown, but reports indicate that the current summer season will witness an unusual wave of fires due to the unprecedented rise in temperature. Morocco's Center for Water and Forestry has identified an extreme risk of forest fires in several Moroccan provinces and high and medium risks for other regions. The report said the North African Kingdom recently allocated $22 million for forest fire prevention and control. Migrants who set out in dozens of flimsy boats launched by smugglers on Tunisian shores have disembarked on 3 tiny Italian islands in the span of 2 days. Officials said the charity vessel carried out 15 rescue operations and the Italian Coast Guard recovered a body off the western coast of Sicily from a shipwreck. Italian Premier Giorgia Meloni has repeatedly encouraged Tunisia to put an end to the near-daily launching of multiple vessels from its ports, but in the last 10 days there have been a spate of boats capsized, shipwrecked, or otherwise in distress. The Italian Red Cross official Pierluigi De Ascentis said migrants rescued from more than 60 boats stepped ashore on Lampedusa Island, including some 400 people, adding that those arrivals swelled to 2,000. The number of asylum seekers in the island's temporary migrant residence, which is supposed to house not more than 450. 9 people have died and dozens feel trapped after an ancient Hindu temple collapsed in the northern state of Himachal Pradesh due to heavy rains. Rescue operations are underway after the temple in the popular tourist town of Shimla was hit by a landslide. Himachal Pradesh has received heavy rain over the past few days, triggering floods and landslides as 21 people have died in the past 24 hours in rain-related incidents. The state's chief minister, Sukhbinder Singh Sukhu, who is at the site of the landslide, said 25 people may be trapped under the debris. Thousands of tourists visit the hill state of Himachal Pradesh, especially its capital Shimla, around the year to enjoy its cool weather and picturesque scenery, but the state has been experiencing heavy rains the monsoon season, leading to flooding, landslides and cloudbursts which cause further damage. Mr. Sukhu has appealed to the people in the states to stay indoors due to the rains. At least 30 people are reported missing after a mudslide at Jade Mine in northern Nyama. The mountainous town of Pakmat in the Kashim state is home to the world's biggest and most lucrative jade mines. Many of those affected are believed to be locals digging through the mud along the cliffs, many of whom work and live in abandoned mining pits. Later landslides are common in the area when heavy monsoon rain pummels Nyama between May and October, as mining operations can be suspended because of the rainy season. Reports say at least 162 people died in a landslide in the same area in July 2020, while an accident in 2015 left more than 110 dead. The intense rain had loosened massive piles of earth, more than 150 meters in height, left over from excavations by mining companies, sending the dirt and debris hurling down this cliff and sweeping up miners on the way. The landscape in this part of Nyama is covered with hundreds of unregulated mines, which has attracted huge numbers of migrants, workers from other parts of the country who come to search for jade, most of which end up being sold in China. Do you love and care about Rivers State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish, and that's the size of our package for you this afternoon. We hope you join us again for more news at 7:30 p.m. I am Billy Jeet. Yeah, good afternoon.